representing Colombia. Originally, Carlos Valderrama had been named to the side. A lot of changes for this friendly. And there is the man. I think you'd have to equate that man, Ronaldo, with the position that Roberto Baggio was in at this point 4 years ago.
Well, and guess what? They've made him captain, Bob. Isn't that nice? Yes, he has the armband of the captain, and he will, we all hope, be, of course, the impact player for the World Cup on '98. But, you know, one of the great things about the World Cups is there always is a surprise. There's always some player that comes out of the pack. As you mentioned before, Baggio did a great job, but there have been some terrific players. Paolo Rossi, among them for Italy, and who knows who will come out of the pack this time to get us excited about World Cup '98.
Off of Bulgaria, number 7. Zidane of France, the number 10, and you hear the reaction. Zinedine Zidane ahead. To the right side to Lakatos inside. But out of trouble, no back on it. Goal right off the bat, Marios Lakatos. World side, number 7, Nakata of Japan. Ronaldo at the halfway line. He has Salimi making a run, tries to throw sides. His Busquets, number 11, was on that ball. Zidane with the ball to the right side. That's Heimel Pfeifenberger of Austria. Overlap. Now Europe back on it. Zidane eludes what was an attempted tackle. Alikov. Busquets. Number 11, the ESPN2. Ronaldo. Onto the stage for the presentation later.
Well, Ronaldo combining there, getting a nice pass in from Batistuta. And look at him just accelerate away from people, finding the space in which he can release the shot, but the ball came up off the ground just as he swung on it. And that means, of course, he skies it inward. Midfield defense, purely imaginative experience.
Busquets. The main course coming is the draw. Salimi, as Ronaldo puts it wide. Tunisia. Inside for Batistuta for Ronaldo in the box. Ronaldo over the top.
But there again, you see the great skill of Ronaldo, not in the finishing so much, but in his elusiveness and his ability to find the space. Look at him get in between two players here, turn and let the ball roll, perhaps a bit too wide, as it spins early because they had to make the decision early as to who would come from Mexico, and the playoffs on down there, and they couldn't release some of the perhaps more well-known stars. And as I said, it's not just all about offensive fireworks here. They want to be embarrassed.
Ronaldo has some room. Batistuta making a run. You see there Diavola dispossessed, and we've had a foul call.
Yeah, obstruction foul on on Zidane.
All the pressure on this young man who was on the Brazilian side in 1994 but did not play. Has a winner.
It's pretty good passing here, good control, not a lot of physical challenges as we mentioned. There's
on it now for the world team, and all things seem to flow amazingly through the captain Ronaldo in these moments. Diavola looking to return to Ronaldo. Speaking in French, his language is a Cameroonian, but all sorts of them in Marseille, France, along with Seamus Mallet, I'm Bombly, the World All-Star match. Ronaldo, right, tough rebound for Koki off the pitch. And to follow this match, the Italians finalists in '94, losing on penalty kicks to the Brazilians. Ronaldo controls that ball. Batistuta ahead of him. Diavola to his right. Diavola through ball onside. Diavola! And a goal for the Colombian from Major League Soccer.
And the man who replaced the irreplaceable Valderrama gets an assist from Ronaldo. And you saw another player up front. That was Batistuta, who was walking away to stay onside, and Diavola keeps very calm and slots it over the ankles of Koepka as he came out. A little toe poke through there, but Diavola runs through nicely, keeps his eye on the ball, watching the keeper now to see where he might go, and then just a little flick over his legs as the keeper committed. Koepka went down, and Diavola
in a game that figured to have some offense, and yes, we have seen it. Again, Ronaldo, this time watched by his opposite number, Zidane. Also talking some more with Eric Ronaldo and getting their perspective on the job at hand in France '98. It will be difficult. Ronaldo, Diavola to the right side now. Nakata. And there's Koepka, the player of the World Cup as a player in '74 and a winner as a coach in '90, twice a champion.
And the days go by. France thinning.
Zidane plays it wide. Batistuta, Diavola, Ronaldo. Look at that one-touch passing. Ronaldo in the box, and a goal. How many times shall we see that next summer? Under very different circumstances.
Well,
but Ronaldo has put one in.
And the great skill of Ronaldo, not just in finishing this time, but the great fake he makes inside. You know, watch the little swivel he makes inside to set up the defender. There's the fake inside. Now he's got a little bit of room on the outside to make the shot. And he buries it exactly where they tell you in the clinic, at the far post. But the little inside fake was what froze the defender for just a minute, who's Hierro, who's no stiff as a defender, but he went for it, and Koepka could not protect the far post. Yep, terrific finish.
Everyone is here who is anyone in soccer at the draw. The World Cup itself is spread out throughout France, and will sent right back into the far post by Latouche, volleyed high and out.
Well, Zidane thought he would put one in for the crowd there, and instead he put one into the crowd. Not able to get over the top of this. But if that had gone in, you would have heard a roar in this stadium like we haven't heard so far tonight.
Out is here to see the world's best, and then the drama of the draw. Behind Bernal, got possibly taking the Saudis to World Cup '98 as the national coach. A lot of intrigue, a lot of jobs being shopped. And a foul whistle as Ronaldo was taken down. Costa Curta with the call.
Well, we may see that battle this summer. Costa Curta.
Zidane. Velikov. Zidane. Kluivert, but the ball skitters to Pfeifenberger on the right side. Tackle there, throw in.
Risky to him, I mean, because in that kind of tackle you can get an injury sliding in with the wrong foot. A cup tie atmosphere here.
Long ball. Zidane. Looks for Boksic. There's Kluivert in the box. Good half touch in this match in the box, and now Batistuta for Ronaldo. The captain with his fluorescent armband has one goal. Batistuta, goal! Bati goal! 3-1.
What an exhibition for Andreas Koepka. It's not often he picks the ball out of the net 3 times in half an hour, but he's had to do it against this incredible finishing skill of Ronaldo and Batistuta. Not even a touch. Not a touch to set it up. Just a first-time, confident, inspired blast into the penalty area, Bob, and see 8 players from the opponents on attack.
It's fun, though, and that's what this match is supposed to be. Ronaldo. Too much pace on that lead hurts it back defensively as well.
Yeah.
Or cutthroat.
Yeah.
The money at stake now is astounding, as we said. Ronaldo, the man on the ball, transferred for $28 million last summer with Steve Sampson about his formal appointment to the job. Get some reaction from Eric Ronaldo, too, on the delay in the official announcement for Sampson's hiring. Kluivert put away by Bernal, and a whistle as Bernal commits the foul on Patrick Kluivert. On the restart, Zidane, Boksic.
There in the form of Nevet, who frustrated this man, Zidane. And
Pfeifenberger as Ronaldo. Precision on passes not necessarily tonight. Diavola with a touch saying, and the United States, of course, they can sit back at midday. Ronaldo. Europe.
Patrick Kluivert there with his first really good shot on goal. He's a big question for Holland this year.
Head to it. Diavola. Now Romario. With Salimi to his left. What will Romario do? The goal and 2 assists so far. Gets it back from Batistuta. A through ball. Batistuta onside of the goal. I don't know if this performance will get him back into Daniel Passarella's lineup, but it's certainly thrilling a world audience tonight.
Well, look at Bernal congratulate Ronaldo as they know who made this goal. There's the ball put through. He very definitely is onside when the ball is released to him. And Koepka, with no chance, has got to reach back into the net, fish it out for the 4th time. But a little scoop pass over the top for one touch, and then the cracking half volley. Just too powerful for Koepka to do anything work for 40 minutes so far.
Paul Ince with that ball. Now the through ball for Box. It's in the box. Save. Zongo comes out. It's behind immediately to Ronaldo, but Fernando Hierro of Spain nearly overrun, and Ronaldo takes it away. He has Salimi to his left. There is Ronaldo, who is making this game his own. Leaves it for Diavolo. Did not
in French soccer.
Ball for Lakatos. Zongo is out.
His pass was uncharacteristically inaccurate.
Ronaldo again. Will he shoot this time rather than just create, dispossessed? But there is Salimi. Salimi off the post.
Well, these players, of course, all have important matches coming up for their clubs this weekend. And
now a break for the world side. Batistuta. The keeper is out. Ronaldo heads it ahead. The goal is empty. But not the score sheet. Ronaldo.
All right. I think what we're hearing now is the crowd saying, take him off and bring on Ronaldo. At this point, we've seen enough of this. The Europeans are not amused. The rest of the world crowd having a lovely night. But look at this. Koepka comes out, but he's not going to hurl himself at this. He dives right by
Not
it.
Tonight, not in this
tonight.
match.
No way. No way. And Ronaldo sticks his head in and then, of course, finishes it. A little head touch away, but interesting piece of acrobatics by Koepka there. Adding a little comedy to this, but it's not too funny to be down 5-1.
Ronaldo with the goal. He has 2 and 3 assists. Paul Ince with that ball. European side now wanting to get something going. They scored first, and it's been all-world team, principally that man on the ball since then. 3 assists, 2 goals for
Scotland and Slavis Jokanovic.
And we will see those substitutions. We talked about an offensive game, but we talked about the pressure on this man at the top of the show and the expectations for next summer, and he's just given you the beginning of a taste of what he can bring to a game.
Well, sure, it's not a competitive game, but you can just see the class that oozes out of Ronaldo, and the wonderful thing, too, about the combination abilities of Latin American players, even if they haven't seen each other, even if they're unfamiliar. And this man has got to do some serious thinking if he wants to have some kind of a comeback in the second half.
Lakatos of Romania scoring for Europe, and then Diavolo, Ronaldo, Batistuta, and Ronaldo, and all 3 non-Ronaldo goals, if you will, assisted by the Brazilian superstar. Well, I'm hanging with you, so I've learned a petit peu. And we are set to go. And
Bob, that's all I'm concerned about for you in Marseille.
And you cannot get a bad meal in this town. Ronaldo. Zidane, number 10, through ball. Holding from Denmark. You saw him in U.S. Cup back in January against the United States. Tried to get it to Zidane, but a goal kick. And the French fan.
Well, that's the keeper we just saw, Ruiz Diaz. Let's see if this was a goal kick. Well, it seems to be.
Player in blue for the World All-Stars. Ronaldo still in the match. To the delight, I would think, of billions, literally blue-clad World All-Stars just trying to feel each other out and get together as a team. Not everyone trained yesterday by any stretch of in the J League. They've had those beginnings of conversation. That ball is onside. Zidane over the top.
What a good run by Zidane to get around the back. And the ball catches him beautifully. He makes a pretty good trap of a difficult ball, and now he's obviously going to try to whack it up high near post. Not a bad target area.
Right into the lens.
Always a good idea if you're going to go near post to try to go high. Difficult for the keeper to make a fast reaction high.
Salimi. Ronaldo. Zidane now, the captain for Europe. So Balakov on his...
He's a tough, tenacious defensive midfielder playing in the back 4 tonight.
Zidane deflected to the 6.
There is some defense now going on in midfield.
Ronaldo now in the midfield pulling it ahead. Summer. Lakatos with Zidane in front of him. Through ball for Zidane. In the box, taken down. Corner kick.
Yeah, no penalty given there. The hometown hero trying to win something out of this, but I'm not so sure he didn't stumble rather than get hit As you see the challenge coming in there. I might have stepped on the side of his foot, though, as you see the replay.
Lakatos on the corner. Brought down by Cellini, but Zidane wins the ball. Lakatos with a cross. With Ronaldo to the left. He's got Eric Ronaldo ahead of him on the left side. With Ronaldo of Brazil, Batistuta. What about in 10 minutes when I ask you that question?
But there's no question that if you're Ronaldo and your option is Batistuta or Ronaldo, I think you know which way.
In North American Soccer League, a manager who won the World Cup, a player who won the World Cup, and still one of the great figures in this sport. Ronaldo with Batistuta again, through ball. Eric Ronaldo, save.
But a nice ball once again served through by you-know-who, Ronaldo, and
almost a scrum for it at the 18. Zidane, what can he do? Zidane deflection. Lebu, the goal for the Frenchman. And so the national hero has delivered.
Well, he keeps very calm here as the keeper comes out. He waits, he commits the keeper down, and then he opens up a space for himself. But what a narrow angle, and eventually he manages to crash it in off a lunging defender from the tightest of angles. Good piece of finishing by Zidane, after we saw at the other end not so great piece of finishing attempt by Ronaldo.
And substitutions during the flow of play. Ronaldo comes on. Dion Burton, virtually his lookalike, comes on. In fact, Dion has been nicknamed Ronaldo. Batistuta is coming off the pitch. And South Africa thrilling the world with the way that they have qualified. Ronaldo, I think that's a full night's work. I believe they got their money's worth. 5-2. It's a bit more competitive.
From Dion.
Ronaldo get a little bit of sustenance on the bench. And also sign an autograph. He was signing autographs as he came out for the second half from photographers. Soccer means to the people of Brazil. Zidane of France, the number 10, the captain. Pfeifenberger picked up by Naethi with the cross. Margas got the head to it, but will not include his countryman, Pelé. Zinedine Zidane, number 10 of France. He has 1 goal.
Well, the rumors are even in the French papers as of this morning.
Balakov, Zidane. Tried the lob.
Well, if the other team was
away with the ball, lifting it ahead. 73rd minute at the Stade de Vélodrome in Marseille on ESPN2. And now the free kick for the world side.
For a goal kick.
Jovanovic tried it inside. Naethi broke it up. Some delicate one-touching there. And a reminder down the road for Major League Soccer's All-Star Weekend from Disney's Wide World of... Zidane, the hometown hero, with a cross pulled down by Ruiz.
Well, Olympic Marseille fans can't complain about his not getting the ball enough.
The world will hold its breath. Zidane, that's onside. The cross. Right at the 6, picked off. Lead, and then click on there. Luis Diaz comes off to pull it down with Zidane in front on the flick on by Boksic.
Well,
Zidane touches it on.
Saturday, they play Manchester United in Liverpool.
And full time by negotiation in period at midfield. Our referee Gilles Vissier of the world defeating Europe 5-2. Ronaldo, with the pressure of next summer on him, can look back finally, I guess, on this night as a night when he gave the world a bit of a taste.
Well, it's a great idea to have a match here for the draw, and you might say that they each won a half, but it was a treat indeed to see some terrific players, including this man, Zinedine Zidane, getting around the defense and then just sort of cracking it in off a defender lurking near the post. And this man, of course, doing all the show. And you could dive every which way you possibly can, but there was just no way to stop Ronaldo. Had a terrific opportunity several times. And this goal, I think, was really the goal of the match in the sense that he put a great fake on and then just buried it. All strikers must do in the far corner.
The draw is next. So much more.